My name is Tommy Chong. I'm a doper comedian, and I'm in here because I made a stupid joke about the bongs being the only weapons of mass destruction that the Bush administration had found. And next thing I know, I'm looking at 9 months.
It's locked, man.
What? Oh, yeah. Let go. Let go, man. Come on in.
Hey, what's going on, man?
It's a bust, man. We gotta figure out some way to get you out of here, man.
Tonight, one half of Cheech and Chong is in a whole lot of trouble.
That's right. You may have heard of Cheech and Chong, a comedy duo known for portraying marijuana in a favorable light.
Tommy Chong's internet business might go up in smoke. Federal agents raided the actor-comedian's online paraphernalia store and...
The U.S. attorney says Chong ran a family business called Nice Dreams Enterprises, named after one of his movies. And as the primary investor, the government says he sold more than $100,000 worth of autographed marijuana pipes and bongs over his website, chongglass.com.
Search and seizure operations involving approximately 2,000 federal, state, and local law enforcement operators are taking place at numerous locations across the country.
They busted in the house, and they kept saying, "You're not under arrest. You're not under arrest." It was surreal.
They came to the house, and they raided our house with a helicopter, 20 cops, 10 feds, I guess about 10 cops. 6 o'clock in the morning. It was dark outside. It scared the shit out of us.
Oh, man, it's so fucking weird getting busted for bongs. They really got me by surprise with that one. I mean, when they raided my house, man, I thought they were looking for dope. I know. And when he said, "Do you have any narcotics in your house?" Of course, I'm Tommy Chong.
They came to his house in a very nice residential suburb of Los Angeles with helicopters, with dogs, LAPD, DEA. You know, it looked like John Dillinger was being arrested. Rousted him out of his bed in the early morning hours to arrest him for his bong business.
I don't know what they were looking for. I don't really know what they were looking for. I mean, they found a pound of pot in our house, but, you know, when you tell people that, they go, wow, a pound. But you know what? If you're a pot smoker, a pound is not much. You have a pound of sugar in your house, always. A pound of flour. What is a pound? It's nothing.
He said, "Anymore." Well, there's some in the basement. And the guy kept running up and saying, "Can't find it." So I kind of insulted him. I think that's why I'm going to jail. What kind of fucking DEA guy are you? And he got defensive. He said, "Well, I don't have my dog." Well, you don't need a dog, you need fucking eyes, man.
I'm all for it. I think as long as we're on code orange, and the attacks coming from not only Iraq, but North Korea are imminent, the best thing we could do is bust Tommy Chong. I mean, you realize that we literally have busted Cheech and Chong.
Cheech and Chong were a phenomenon of the counterculture, and because they outlasted most acts from the 1960s, almost came to define the era. Through the 1970s and early 80s, the Vato lowrider and the Mongolian hippie freak biker became the last of the anti-establishment Mohicans, subverting, questioning, and mocking authority in their pursuit of righteous happiness in the very best buds.
We've always been into drugs somewhere along the line. You know, everything, you know.
You have to speak about what you know, you know.
The only thing we've never been is like an ex-drug user. Haven't been that yet. You know, we haven't reached that stage yet. You know.
Tommy Chong and I met in Vancouver, Canada in 1969. I was delivering carpets at the time, and he was running an improvisational theater company in a topless nightclub that his family owned.
We moved up to Vancouver because Tommy had those nightclubs, and he went to take the clubs over, and he started an improv group. Whoa. And we went looking for actors, and somebody told him about, you know, this funny guy, and that's when we met Cheech.
Where did you two meet?
I was delivering carpets, actually, and I got introduced to Tommy through a friend who was an editor of a rock and roll magazine. And so he offered me $5 a week more to hang out with naked girls and get high all night than delivering carpets. So I thought about it.
Well, let's see the girl. The Shanghai Junk where we performed was the Vancouver's first topless bar. And they were pasties and everything, G-strings. And what it turned out to be at the end was hippie burlesque. You know, informed with a hippie ethic, you know, peace, love, dope, with naked.
I'd seen like Second City and the Committee and people like that. So I thought it'd be a good idea if I could get the girls doing skits. I had like a lot of my hippie friends with long hairs and topless girls, and Cheech came along.
All the other people in the group wanted to go up north and get their head together. They felt this was not cool, making money, and it wasn't the hip thing to do. So Cheech said, you know, man, I'll go down to LA with you. I'm into making money. I'm into becoming a star.
The group broke up, and Cheech and I just stayed together and came down to LA, and the audience was, you know, that stoner kind of audience. So then we started doing characters based on our audience.
Oh, hey, man, the cops are behind us. No, don't turn around, man. Just sit there and act natural. Oh, man. Hey, why don't you get rid of this stuff, okay?
I'm getting rid of it, man.
No, man, not that way. Eat it, man.
Oh, man, I can't eat. I got a whole
Hey,
pocket
right
full,
behind
man.
us, man.
When I saw them, I thought, these guys are unique. These guys are really funny. And with music or comedy, it's always, is it funny or is it good? It doesn't matter what it is.
One of the few acts that was really appealing to not the typical kids, but the rock and roll kids. They were one of the leaders of the counterculture movement.
Who is it?
It's me, Dave. Open up, man. I got the stuff.
Who is it?
It's me, Dave, man. Open up. I got the stuff.
Who?
It's Dave, man. Open up. I think the cops saw me come in here.
Who is it?
It's Dave, man. Will you open up? I got the stuff with me.
Who?
Dave, man. Open up.
Dave?
Yeah, Dave. Come on, man. Open up. I think the cops saw me.
Dave's not here.
What made me think I could put that on record, I don't know, but, you know, it stuck with me immediately, and the people at A&M and my attorney thought I was pretty much crazy. When you have such a huge culture that doesn't have anything, they don't have a spokesman, don't have someone singing about their culture, they don't have someone making jokes about their culture. I mean, if you can open that door and get to those people, it's a huge audience, and that's why we were selling millions of albums.
Do you think it might be a bit of an in-joke? I mean, your humor is almost completely based on dope.
Well, dope is sex. And if you can't relate to that, forget it. You know, I mean, other than that, you know, get into religion. You know?
We broke through with material that before that it just wasn't happening. It wasn't being played. It wasn't being exposed in any way. We called it hard rock comedy.
What actually is the difference of being a hard rock funny man? This has got to do with, you know, drugs.
Hard rock is when, like, if I tell you a joke and you don't laugh, I punch your face in.
What's like that, is it?
What barnyard animal do you most identify with bachelor number 3?
Just a minute, I think I can answer that for bachelor number 3. I would say you're a pig.